Objection!
Actually, yeah, never mind. Get rid of that. I want to get rid of that. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Sorry. 2 seconds. Okay. No, there was basically someone I was thinking of raiding, but they finished streaming, so yeah. You have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? Remember what we talked about it, remember? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room, and while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room. Why does the ringmaster have your outfit? Why? Oh shit. Why does the ringmaster? Why does the ringmaster, or Colonel Armstrong over here, have your outfit? That's my question. You know, I will eventually make a Discord server at some point, but making this Discord server takes a lot of time, and I need time to prepare it. So y'all will know when that is done. But I'm also waiting for the right time to do it too. That's when Ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the Ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the Ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... well, it means the Ringmaster could have taken his costume and it went out looking like Max. That's fabulous. That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the Ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double. Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps it getting deeper. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Mrs. Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well, I will call my next witness, a pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Oh, I missed it. God damn it, no. In West Clown of... No. No. I'm going back. I'm going back. I refuse. Ah, jeez. Didn't get all of it. In West Clownadelphia, born and raised, and then, yeah. On the playground was where I spent most of my clown days. It's stupid. It's actually really stupid. I love it. Oh my gosh. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in a court. I've never seen a courtroom in my life. Wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Did they play Fresh Prince in the UK? Did they play Fresh Prince in the UK? Dude. Wait, shit. Do I have it? Do I still have it? I must have it somewhere. But I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't know where it is. Yeah, I have like the entire DVD box set. You kidding me? And yeah, they absolutely definitely aired it in the UK. Like, I grew up on that shit. You from Philly? Solidus? Boom, boom. I've been to Pennsylvania, but I've never been to Philly. I don't remember what part of Pennsylvania I've been to. I was a kid. I was a Ute back then. I remember going to like this fair, this fun fair, amusement park somewhere, and I know it was in Pennsylvania. I don't remember what it was called. Actually, no, I have. Wait, a name rings a bell. Dorney Park. There we go. Yeah, I've been to Dorney Park. Tough crowd. Okay, how about this? Have you seen my proctologist? Ruled back then. Is it no longer a thing? I literally Googled the name, but it's still a thing apparently. Yeah. Or actually, I'm not really reading it properly. Oh, it's just closed for now, obviously. But like, oh, okay. I remember enjoying myself back there, but like I was literally this was a solid like 18 years ago. Like I don't remember. But a couple of clowns up to no good. Wait, did he do it again? Your name? Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. He witnessed the scene at that time around 10:15 the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls, please specify what you saw. A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza without the humor, please. Okay. Ah, oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogy self in court. I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and a polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people... Wait, is this your testimony? We don't care about your sad life. But I keep trying. The atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. This is a long testimony as well. Are we supposed to be the one answering questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you. I can't wait. Poor gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the actual testimony? Thank you. I'll talk for as long as you want. Keep it brief, please. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max. He was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, the Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Again, if it's to be believed. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin your cross. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in this testimony. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that if you push the witness too far, it will bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in any pointless saber rattling. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Okay. So I have to be careful about what I press him on? Is that what you're saying? You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't even want to ruin it with a reply. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you, man? You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped even. Eyeballed. Mr. Culls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further. Is the stream okay? Or did it... Because, like, my chat bugged out. Well, I guess that's just me. Exactly. Why did you look outside of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well... Stream's looking good? Okay. I think so I've got, like, the stream dashboard open. And I've got OBS open. And I can see the stream. I've got, like, a separate instance of this Twitch chat on the right-hand side of OBS. But for some reason, it just, I don't know, it lost connection. So I was wondering if the same happened with the stream, but I guess it was just the OBS being weird. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, again, it is absolutely hearsay based on, you miss Eeny Miny? I know you secretly liked Eeny Miny. You don't need to hide it. You don't need to hide it. Yeah, you miss yelling at her. It sounded like a giant thump. That is the face. That right there, that is the face of a washed up clown. Washed up. Like, it's that is the face of a washed up clown right there. Just look at his eyes. I could almost see Danny DeVito. Actually. That's just Danny DeVito. I don't know why I didn't see it before. That's just Danny DeVito. Except I can't do his accent, so I'm not gonna try. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked outside of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He simply did not just glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow, 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 ow. That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Culls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Culls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. How'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess that's the sound. It sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went outside, you went to look out the window and you saw? That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were far away though. Wait, you're contradicting yourself here. You saw two silhouettes. So how do you know it was the Ringmaster and Max? Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they're about 30 feet away from my window. Just 30 feet, that's not far at all. Are you blind? It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. Let's see. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. That's right, I had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it, how could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have a school to go? Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. Yes, this is the best. Yes. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Literally, no one likes you. No one likes you. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. Must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza, we don't care. Feels bad, bro. Oop. That's not the code for my emoji. That's the one. You say you saw the Ringmaster get clonked on the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What was it? What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? No idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Ha ha ha. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in any manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you, a nice penalty. Wow! This is rather melodramatic. Look, that's half my health. Do you have any idea? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my Christmas... Well, I can't fucking talk. Oh my God. Why am I allowed to read? What? Christmas? Where did that come from? Oh my God. That's actually embarrassing. I'm actually for real embarrassed. Hate it here. I'm not drunk at all. That's the thing. I'm not. The only thing I'm drunk on is mango and passion fruit juice. Oh. I've got a great reason to make my claim, and I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. I don't like this. I like the first objection theme better. Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clonked the Ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to believe when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. I tried to catch the screenshot, but I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, too late. In 1972, what is this guy saying? Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. What is he reciting? Mr. Curls, are you reacting? You had to go and clip it. Thank you. Are you reciting the C team theme? Oh, was it the A team? Yeah, okay. Yeah, figured it's the A team. To anger this call. No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, man's reciting like popular culture as while he reboots his system. You back from your memory jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said it. Pretty much. Well, when I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster. Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. Jesus Christ. Mr. Curls, Your Honor. You did not witness the actual crime, however. You still say... Wait, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well. Then please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. All right. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have been Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I really couldn't see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the crime of the scene. Took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should be finally good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right. Mr. Wright, commence your cross. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. Don't you think you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Let's go over this again. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Trilo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly. I said I saw exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? That's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see it like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. Our records say his sight is perfect 20/20. It must mean he could have seen the crime clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. What do I have? You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so, the soul cat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk, cat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. Jesus, all right. Cool. Silence, Fall. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way you could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. I love when they do that double thing. It's kind of really cool. Yeah, fight. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with the court. I've got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims that there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this up. Wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have many doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that, especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance in this. One chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me that there's a contradiction with Mr. Carl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. Am I allowed to press? Hold it! Mo, be on it. Oh. You promised no badgering. Oh, fuck off! Okay, fine. Ugh, okay. Literally no pressing allowed, okay. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true. Oh man, order, order, order. Mr. Curls. Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all he's yelling? He is not happy. You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. What? Why are you being mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight and memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting here above me doesn't mean that, oh God. No matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. Wow. So, how old is it? This guy's in his 40s, isn't he? 46. Enough with these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while. Mo, what do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went. What do you mean, how did he leave? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Yes, get her. Get her ass, Phoenix. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say in this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You're sure that's how it happened? I'm not sure exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter a story as to how the criminal left the scene? No! Fuck off. Look at this picture. Look at this photograph. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints. In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the crime scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of the witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I just said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second, I think you said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt, I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. Don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse there before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls, yes, the testimony you provided up to now has been false. It hasn't been false, I haven't lied, it's just... What? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the crime scene, especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? She really said yes and? If you heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. You're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell ya. Try not to waste your time with your idiotic drivel. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up to now has been the truth. When I looked outside the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk white hat. That's when I saw he flew. This is the truth now, get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. Why are you bowing? I told you it was funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? It's obvious that his eyes are playing tricks on him. Don't be such a fool. Who in the world do you think I would mistake that jerk for? I didn't say you were lying. He looks really serious right now. More serious than he's looked all day. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do is hope we can find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best to catch this sucker.